That. And as you see, he's scarred for life. I'm lucky I can stand here with tears in my eyes. So I'm always emotional. I've hit the 40 mark, so that's all we do. I can stand here and say, my son, he can show you his scars, and he's alive. But he was an innocent young man. Now, those of you who do know me in this room know that for the last 20 years, I've worked in our community. I've run youth clubs. I used to have over 100 children every week. I've run businesses. I've done black and economics. We run a black business directory to make sure we spend our money with each other. I've done countless amounts of things over the years to try and change things. My sons will tell you I've dragged them to meetings. And, you know, we do what we can. And I do what I can locally as well. And despite that, this is still happening, and it's happened to me. I've been affected. I didn't even want to bring it up, but I've been affected. My family's been affected, and it literally tore us apart. This just happened in August. This wasn't a long time ago. This was in August. I had to shut down my company because I could not literally function. But I'm just glad that I don't have to give money to a funeral home because my son is still here. He can still continue. It will take a while for him to get over it, but as a family, we can. And I'm glad and I'm lucky that where I live on Church Road, I purposely, do you know what I did? I could see the youth on the road. And I decided that, do you know what, enough is enough. And I went to the centre which is in front of my house. And I said, I ain't got no money, but the only thing I have got is skills and young people that need to be off the streets. And I set up the youth club with nothing. And I said to them, could you give me match funding? And they did. Nowadays it's slightly more difficult, and this is where Brother Leo was talking about the building, Mohammed. We need a building that we control, because right now these buildings are charging £95 an hour plus. For an average Joe, even collectively, to do that every day, to have that 3 times a week, is viably impossible. We do need to have somewhere where we control, whether it's 24 hours a day, we've got the keys, and that means we can drag them youths off the street and bring them there. And that's where our men will be there and standing up and putting them in their place and training them and getting them back on the straight and narrow. And then we will keep dragging them off the streets if that's what it takes. Because right now it is literally by any means necessary. It's such a vital point, and it's not just because of what happens to my son. This is what I've been doing for years. And right now, us trying to beg and borrow, the fact that we're here, I'm grateful. You know, but the fact that we're always having to beg and borrow, there's a funeral taking place anytime soon. There's going to be 5 funerals. Now we're all running around trying to find a building. That's what I've spent this week doing, finding a building. Because we don't have anywhere, and the buildings are astronomical. They're charging £1,600 for 4 hours. Now, you know, we can't do it. If we have a place of our own, which we can then